Hello, today you'll be learning how to create a grade level website using Google Classroom. My name is Ashley Elizondo and I will be your presenter for today. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me through my email at ashley.elizondo03@utrgv.edu. So today's instructional goal is to gain the ability to create and customize a website that is easily accessible for teachers to obtain resources for a specific grade level or subject. The performance objective. Upon completing this training module, you will be able to use skills acquired from this learning object to create your own website. This will be measured through the completion of a quiz with 80% accuracy. So before you begin, you have to make sure that you have a Google account. If you don't already have a Google account, then go ahead and create the account. Remember, this step is only required if you don't have your account. So make sure you sign up using your work account. So what you want to do next is open up a web browser. I prefer to use Google Chrome. Open up a new tab and type in Google Sites. You'll click on the first link that pops up and you'll create a blank template. So here you can title your presentation. This sample will be for a third grade. For a third grade class or grade level. So from there you get to insert. You can insert a text box, images, you can embed into your website, or you can add from your drive. You also have a variety of layouts and different options that you can use within each page. You have a Pages tab. So here under the Pages, we're going to add the rest of our pages. So I want a teacher page. You type it in, click Done. Click on the plus button. You're creating a new page. We'll do a calendar. Click Done, and once you click Done, the pages are automatically added. So after the calendar, maybe we could do 6 weeks, and we can even add a contact page. Click Done. So we'll be working through 5 pages today. You also have the ability to choose a theme. So I personally like going with impression. However, this isn't the one that we'll be going to keep. You also have the option to choose different colors, or you can even change the background. I'm gonna leave it as is because I'm not really going to use this. What I want you to do once you've already decided on your theme is you're going to open up PowerPoint. Click open a blank presentation. We're going to delete all of this. Go ahead and click on Insert, Shapes, and we'll go with the rectangle. From here, we're going to go to Shape Fill and leave it blank. After this, you're going to insert a text box, and we're going to put third grade. Now you want to highlight your words. We're going to change the font. And there's a lot of different fonts that you can pick from. Let's see. So right now it doesn't seem like it's making sense, but it will in a little bit. The reason that we're doing this is so that we're able to customize our pages. With Google, there's not a lot of freedom to do that, although they do offer a variety of, of options. This just makes it feel like it's yours because you're deciding what you want to do with it. So I went with Dreaming Out Loud, and now I want to make that bigger. Okay, so I'm actually going to go with Modern Love Grunge. So from here, you're going to pick your font color. I'm gonna go with the school colors. So it would be green and yellow. So I want to add an outline, and you can change the weight. So this just affects how dark the outline is. I'll stick with the 1 point or the 0.1. So once you have this, you're going to select your text and the box. Then you want to go to shape, format, group, and you click on group. This allows you to be able to select it all together. Now you want to right click, save picture, and we'll do 3rd grade. So now we're going to go back to our page. You want to go ahead and delete. Now we're going to change image, upload. We select ours. And there we go. We have our home page. So now we're going to go ahead and do the same for the teacher, calendar, 6 weeks, and contact. So from here, what you can do is you copy it and you paste. And this allows you to be able to go in there and just change the font or the words. From here again, right click, save picture, teachers. You save that, we go back to our website, delete, change image, upload, and there we go. So now we go back. So now I'm gonna copy my page and paste it. We go again. This time I want to do calendar. I'm gonna center it, and then 6 weeks. again, right click, save picture, calendar, and then the 6 weeks. So you want to right click, save picture, and 6 weeks. So save. And now we're going to go back to our website. So I have change image, upload, teachers. Oh, that was the wrong one. Change image, upload. Calendar. And we can just delete this. There we go. Let's delete this first. Change image, upload, 6 weeks. And we're just missing our contact page. So again, right click, save picture, contact. We'll go back to our page, change image, upload. So there we have it. Oh, here we found a mistake. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and add. We're going to go another step further. So go back to PowerPoint. New slide. Let's go ahead and delete everything. We're going to insert a shape. Let's make it a square now. I want to make it the same dimensions, so under my size, I'm going to do a 2 by 2 square. I'm going to change the color to a dark green. Shape format, shape fill. We're going to go with green. Now we're going to do shape outline. I'm going to do a yellow. And I want to be able to see that, so under the weight, I'm going to go with a 2 1/4. So from here, we want to insert icons, and I'm going to do an apple. We want to insert, and we can change the picture. We can change the color. Now I want to make that a little bit bigger, so I'll do a 1.5 and a 1 by 1.5. You want to center it, and there we have it. Now we want to insert text box. We add our text box, try to align it to the top, and we'll do meet the teachers. I'm going to highlight that, center it, change my font. Let's make that a 24. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer. Let's try a different font. Meet the teachers. There we go. We're going to make it bold. And now all you'll do is you select the images, shape format, and we're going to group them. So now it's all selected. We're going to right click, save picture. So me, the teachers. So save. So now that we have that, we're going to copy and we're going to paste it. Three more times. So now we have it. And now this one will be for my calendar, my 6 weeks, and my contacts. All I have to change now is the wording and the icons. So now I can delete the icons inside. So now I'll go to insert again, icons. We'll do a calendar this time. And let's see, I like this one, so select insert. We line it up. I want to change that to 1.5 by 1.5 for the size. And under graphics format, graphic styles, I'll go ahead and click the light one fill colored outline accent 4. So there we have it. That's my calendar. And for the wording, we'll put 2021 2022 calendar. Now from here, I have 6 weeks. So I'll do 2021, 2022. We'll do 21, 22. 6 weeks. And we don't want the top to be bold, so I'm gonna remove the bold. And then I'll go ahead and insert icon. And I'll go ahead and do a little computer. So go ahead and insert. Under graphics format, I'm gonna change the outline color. And under size, I'm going to do 1.5 by 1.5. Center that. And now, for the last one, it'll be contact information. For my icon, I'll go ahead and go to insert icons. I'll do an email. You insert, change the size, 1.5 by 1.5. I'll center it and change the outline. So now you have that, you want to go one by one to save it. So here I have my calendar. Here I have my 6 weeks, so right click, save as picture. So 6 weeks. Let's try. You'd select them all, save picture as, contact info. So now here, I can see that my 6 weeks in my calendar don't have the icon, so I need to make sure that I go back and I group the icons with the rest of the image. So let's go ahead and do that. But to do this, you shift, add the icons, shape format, group. Oh no. So let's see, graphics, we'll just ungroup all of it. And now we go. We select everything. Graphic formats, group. Right click, save picture as, and we'll do calendar. I'll replace it. Now we do the same for the 6 weeks. Graphics format, group, right click, save picture as, and here you see that my calendar icon is now with my calendar. Now I'll do 6 weeks. I want to replace that image, so I'll click yes. And I go back to my page. Under insert for layouts, I'm going to click the one with the 4 images. So then I upload my teacher icon. And I can delete the text box under each one of them. I just want to add the picture, and although you can do this on the website, this is just to make it easier for you, to where you don't have to be moving the wording or the images and icons. Everything's already aligned. So now we click the little plus icon, upload, and then we'll do calendar. You want to go ahead and open that. We'll click on the upload. Then 6 weeks. We want to align them. The plus icon, the add icon, we upload, and contact info. So there we have it. Now what you can do, if you want to see how it's looking so far, you would click preview. It has a little laptop and phone here. And so this is what your website would look like so far. You see how each page has its own title. So now to exit out of this, we just click the X in the bottom. The next step would be to link these 4 to each page, so that when the user clicks on it, it'll take them to that specific page. So you want to click on it. We're going to insert link in this site, and we'll click teacher. Click apply, and you do the same for the rest. Apply. We insert 6 weeks, apply, link, contact, apply. So now what this does, if you go again to preview, you can see that if we click meet the teachers, it takes us to the teacher page. So now what we're going to do is we're going to begin with our teacher page. So here you can add a picture and a description of, your grade, what grade level you teach, what you do. To do that, you would go to insert layouts, and you click on, you can choose a layout that has a little image and some wording. So this is what it would be. And then to upload a picture, you just click on the plus sign, you upload, and you upload a picture of yourself. Click to edit text. You would add your name, so Miss Elizondo, and then you would just click what grade level you teach, maybe how long you've been teaching for, and that's how you would customize this page. So this page would be really helpful, especially for teachers that are new to your grade level. And another great thing about this is that you can use the website to make available to parents, and so you could add tutoring resources. They get to know you. So that's another way that you can use the website. To add a calendar, and you could do as far as the teachers, you could add as many layouts as you'd like. So if there's 4th, 3rd grade teachers, you would add 3 of those. You could add the text. You can always change the font of the text, or you can stick to the one with the theme that you chose. So now we go to calendar. So under the calendar, you can add a calendar or a schedule. So you would go to insert, and you would scroll down to where it says calendar. You can add a sample. I'll be adding a sample class, but you could add your personal calendar. If you've created one and you saved it to your drive, you could add it, and this would be really helpful to know grading deadlines, assignment deadlines, or to add meetings. You can also include birthdays where it displays maybe student or staff birthdays, but we'll do a sample class. So to do this, you would click sample class. It's highlighted in blue, so there's one selected. I would insert, and you can make this as big as you'd like by clicking on the blue buttons. And as you can see here, it gives me today's date. It'll show you events. You can click the events from where you want it, so it gives you an agenda. You can look at it, you can view it by month or by week. So now to go to the 6 weeks. Here you could add your different subjects and resources. So I know a lot of teachers have their lesson plans by 6 weeks depending on the subject. So what we would do is we would add a placeholder. So this can then be replaced by something from your Google Drive. So you could even include a Google Docs. And so I'm going to be adding placeholders just as an example of what this would look like. So you want to align it and make sure that they are pretty much the same size. So once you have that, again, you can always change these placeholders to have whatever information you'd like. So I'm going to add 2 more placeholders. I want them on the same side. So now I want to extend that to make it the same. So now that I have that, I'm going to insert a text box. So here I could have science and social studies. Now I'm going to highlight that. It looks a little too small, so I'm going to click the drag down button to where it says normal text, and I'm going to put heading. Now I want to make that smaller. And now just align it. You can even change the font color to make, I'm going to change it to make the school colors. When I have science and social studies, I'll add another text box right above my first two placeholders, and we'll do reading and we'll do math. Again, I'm going to highlight that. It looks very small, so I'm going to do heading. Now I'm going to change the text color. And so here I have my reading, my math, my science, and my social studies. And here for my reading, I could add a Google Docs of my lesson plan for that 6 weeks. You can add another text box right above it. To move it, you'll click on these buttons. And I want it between my title and my first text box. So now I would click the drag down button, title. Now do first 6 weeks. So I'll do a dark green to be able to distinguish it, and maybe I'll even center it. I have my first 6 weeks, and you could do this for every 6 weeks, and if you ever need to go back, you always have this as a reference. So now for my contact page, I'll go back to my PowerPoint slide. I'll insert a new page, a new slide. I want a blank one. And now what you want to do is we'll repeat the same step as the beginning. So we'll go to insert shapes. And I added a rectangle. Remember, we want to, where it says shape fill, we want to make that white. Make sure you're under the shape format so you're able to see all these options. And I go back to insert. I'm going to add a text box. And I'm going to put my email as an example. Actually, so now that I have that, I want to change the font. So I'm going to highlight, go to fonts, and we'll do Dreaming Out Loud. I also think it's too small, so I'm going to go ahead and change it to about a 32. So I want to center that off to the side. Now I'm going to insert. I want to click on the icons, and I'm going to type in email. Click my little email icon. And so now I can just place this right next to my email. Now, through Google websites, you can't access these little icons. And so by doing it through PowerPoint, you're able to customize even this a little bit more. So now I want to select my shape, my text, and my icon. I go to shape format, under arrange. Under arrange, I'll click group. And so now it's all grouped together. I'm going to right click, say picture as. And I'm going to save that as my email. Click save. Go back to my website. I want to insert a text box. Not a text box. I want to insert an image. Upload. I'm going to click on mine. I open it up, and now I want to make this bigger. You can change. I'm going to make it a little bit wider. And so there we have it. And you can add your email, your phone number, whatever you feel more comfortable with. And you can do this for all the teachers, or you can even go as far as to, redirecting, including emails to for maybe an ELA coordinator, in case any of the other teachers have any questions. So now I want to go back to where it says teachers. to my teacher page, I'm going to add a button. So the name of my button will be home, or we'll do back, and then my link will be to my home page. I'm going to insert that, and I want it at the very top. Now I'm going to add another button that says next, and this I'll link it to my calendar page, which is the next page. I'll insert, and to move it, I just click on it and I drag it to where I want it. And I'll be doing the same for my calendar and my 6 weeks and my contact. So I go to calendar, my calendar page, I'll add a button. So it'll be back. So the page before that is my teacher page. I insert. Then I want to add my button, my next button. So the next page would be my 6 weeks. I insert. And now I'm going to drag that to the very top. I personally want mine at the top, but if you prefer to have them in the bottom, then just make sure that you align them. And I'll do the same for my 6 weeks. I add my button, back. My link would be the page prior to that, which is my calendar page. And I add another button, which says next. My page after that would be my contacts page, and I click next, and I click, and so now I'll drag it to the top, and I do the same for this one. Make sure that they're in the correct side. After this, I'll go to my contact page. I add my button, so I add my back button. My link to that would be my 6 weeks page. So insert, and I'm going to move that to the top, and now I'll do another button, and this one, since it's my last, I'll do home, and I'll link it to my home page. So insert, and so this makes it easier for the person to be able to navigate through your website. So now we'll go back to home, and let's preview that. So if I go to 3rd grade, so you can view it as if it were a phone, a tablet, or a large screen, which would be like a laptop or a computer. So here I have my Meet the Teachers, my 2021-2022 calendar, my 6 weeks, and my contact information. If I click Meet the Teachers, it'll take me, and you see, if you were to add a picture here, it would show the picture, the name, and whatever other information you decided to include about yourself. I can go back and take me to my home page, or I could click my next button, which would take me to my calendar. And now if I click next, it would take me to my 6 weeks. I've only included my first 6 weeks, but you can include all 6 weeks and the information that you would like to put. And so if I click back, it takes me to my calendar, or if I click next, it takes me to my contacts page. Now from here, I've included a back button, which would take me to my 6 weeks page, or I could click my home button, which would take me back to my home page. And so these are just the basics of how to create your own website. Using these skills, you're able to customize it as much as you want and make it your own. And like I said in the beginning, this could always be used. You can even use it for your classroom to give students the choice of being able to find resources and notes that they've taken online in a website. Or you can include additional resources that parents could use to help their students with homework at home. And so this concludes the presentation. Don't forget to scroll down to the bottom and take the assessment. Good luck and thank you.